Now, the first one that I want to get into is looking out for fake YouTube accounts and fake YouTube live streams and giveaways, because this live stream was done so well that I was like, for a minute I was thinking, is this real? I was thinking if it's real, because this whole thing is really, really smart. Now, what people are actually doing is they've done this live stream pretending to be members of the Binance community. Now, you can see these three people here. I believe they probably recorded this, put on a Zoom, recorded it, and then put it on as a live stream separately. Now, as you can see, it's actually quite funny looking at it, but basically, what they're getting from this live stream is they're getting a live stream to go to many people. It had 11,000 views. It popped up on my YouTube recommended. It popped up on my YouTube algorithm with a really good quality thumbnail and everything else like that. And we're going to get into how smart this is and what to look for. Okay, so this person did this, and he basically said, if you send 250 of stepping coin or 10 sol, you will receive basically double back. So basically send 400 sol to this wallet to receive 800 sol back. And I was like, is this Binance doing this? I'm like, this isn't right. And I seen this URL and I went, okay, it's definitely not. So this is one thing to look out for. If the URL, if they're claiming to be some sort of exchange or anything else like that, especially leaving a tweet, and you know, all you gotta do is look at the Twitter. For one, they were putting a tweet down, go to czbinance.info, first come, first serve. Please do not click this link, by the way. I do not trust this link. I'm not gonna click it myself. I had a look at it securely, and basically they made a full funnel inside, and it looked like a really professional website and everything else like that. But basically just the wallet addresses that you need to deposit to. Now, obviously, you can tell if you deposit to that wallet, you're not getting double your money back. You're just, because it's completely anonymous, you're getting scammed. So always be aware of anything that claims to be an exchange with a completely different domain to the exchange. It should be some sort of subdomain to Binance.com. It should never, ever be czbinance.info. Do you know what I mean? That should tell you at least everything. But the professionalism of this was getting me thinking, maybe it is. And also, one thing to look out for, it doesn't have it anymore. It doesn't have it on it, but it did say yesterday they hacked it, and it had the Binance logo on, and it had 600,000 subscribers. So they completely hacked it, got bots to just mass subscribe to this, and YouTube for some reason has let this happen, and you know, the video is still up and they're still getting away with it. People are still clicking this domain and go for it. It's just hard to really moderate these scams, and it happens as much on every single social media platform out there. And social media platforms really need to do a lot more to help combat these crypto scammers, because a lot of people are really being messed up by people just giving them fake links, etc. So this is one way that people will do it. They'll make a video, they'll pretend to be an exchange, they'll get team members, they'll do anything. Just watch out for the domain. And also just double check as well. So just double check. If you thought, is this too good to be true? If you see something like Coinbase doing a giveaway or something like that on a YouTube channel, make sure you go on Coinbase's social media platforms, the Twitter, the YouTube, and see if they're actually confirming any of that on the Twitter or YouTube. Then, if they actually are confirming that, click the link from their official verified social media. It has to be their official verified social media. Otherwise, if it's not, you can still have a verified account pretend to be Coinbase. So, I'm going to get into that right now. So what has been happening is a lot of people have been basically hacking into verified accounts that were once verified. Now, they are then stealing these accounts that have been around for years on end, and then basically putting a fake, they probably don't even have the NFT, they're putting a famous NFT project like Bored Ape Yacht Club, Azuki, anything else like that, and they're putting it as the profile picture. And then they're doing these fake Twitter giveaways, they're messaging people, they're doing all sorts, basically trying to get as much money in as possible. What you will see with a lot of these fake influencers who have bought followers and hacked verified accounts is they'll be asking you to join an alpha group, or maybe they could be saying something like, this is one common scam to always avoid on Twitter, especially if you're participating in any giveaways. If you're new to the space, you really might not know this, but basically a lot of people will claim to give you whitelist spots or early access to certain really famous NFT projects. One of the examples was Invisible Friends. A lot of people were basically going when Invisible Friends came out, and they basically say, look, we have an exclusive whitelist spot for Invisible Friends. If you pay me 0. whatever, you can have this whitelist spot. So a lot of people pretending to sell these whitelist spots from what other people thought are NFT influencers that are doing Twitter giveaways. You see that they're verified, but in reality, these are hacked accounts. So always be aware and always be wary of any account where you don't actually know who the person behind the account is. It's always important. So what I do, the only people that I really trust and really start like interacting with the giveaways and stuff like that is the people who actually have a YouTube channel with a face to the name, because they're really not going to be likely to blow themselves up and start scamming people with their actual identity out there, because it is a complete crime and they can get arrested for it and we can get really badly fined, and I hope all the people that actually do this do get fined properly. So yeah, always be aware of that. Don't be trusting just someone just because they've got a verified account. A lot of these accounts will definitely be hacked, so just 100% be aware of that. Hopefully, fingers crossed, now that Elon Musk has bought Twitter, he bought it like last week, but hopefully, fingers crossed, these issues can get resolved. Now, here's an example. So why is every second Twitter notification from a fake verified account with an Azuki profile picture? Please make it stop. And it's just this account saying by Rick Brown. Now, if you go onto the account now, so I just double checked it, if you go onto the account now, the account has thankfully been restored to the person and they've got their account back. But, obviously they have been hacked at one point. I think it was around April 15th or something like that. So yeah, see, this person exactly had access, got his account took away from him. He had a verified account, and people doing this exact same thing where they're pretending to hack into other people. Now, for example, trust these YouTubers. Trust the YouTubers that you actually know. Trust these people that you've actually seen before. People that you can actually put eyes on, because these people are not going to be scamming you in any way, shape, or form. They might be promoting a bad NFT. You never know. They might do that sometimes. I'm not talking about kosher plugging, but in particular, he's a really great YouTuber. Some YouTubers will promote bad NFTs. That's fine. You just got to do your own research into that. But just be careful with all the scams that are going out there at the moment. This video is really just to warn you of all the little bits and bobs that can be done. Now, always, please don't click any links. Don't click any links. Always turn off the DMs as well when you go into a Discord server. Make sure you do that. Just turn off your DMs. And by the way, how you do that is right click on the Discord server when you begin, go to notifications, and then just turn it off. Just do that every time, because people will join your Discord server, find your name, and then message you with just some fake scamming link, and they will try and get your details from you. A lot of them do this. A lot of them say, oh, you've won a free Bitcoin on this exchange or something like that. All you got to do is sign up to this exchange, but you need to deposit a certain amount before you can claim and withdraw your Bitcoin back. That is the biggest red flag I've ever seen in my life. You should never have to deposit a certain amount to be able to withdraw, especially bonus funds that have come out of nowhere that you've just won. Do you know what I mean? So just always have, unless it comes from a reputable source, just please be suspicious with this space at the moment, because while the space is so new, it's the Wild West, and there are so many people out there trying to basically take your hard-earned money. So now, if you do perhaps lose your cryptocurrency to a scammer, and it is a substantial amount, there is ways that you can get around it. Now, you can report it to the FTC, report fraud.ftc.gov. I believe that's more for US-based people. You've got the Commodity Futures Trading Commission as well, the US Securities Exchange Commission, the SEC. This is more for if you've obviously got to, file taxes, but a certain amount of cryptocurrency has been stolen, then you can obviously you've got to obviously provide so much proof as well, because obviously people try and use that as a loophole to get around taxes and stuff like that. But as long as you can provide proof and everything else like that, then you can obviously luckily not pay the tax on that. Fingers crossed, that is one way to do it. Another way to do it is you can hire blockchain bounty hunters. Now that sounds like the most the best thing in the world, to be honest. But there is a site apparently called Bitcoin Bounty Hunter. I've never used this myself personally, but I expect just go ahead and look into it, or go and find crypto bounty hunters. And essentially, what these people are is you can basically pay them a substantial amount of cryptocurrency to go and look through the blockchain, and what they'll do is they'll look at the wallet address it was stolen from and see where your funds was transported to. Because what a lot of people do is when they get your funds in, they will then send it to a load of different wallet addresses to try and get it lost in the blockchain. But certain people who are really great at searching through this will be able to investigate it and find the people who have done it, and they can, in a lot of cases, recover your funds as well. So if it is a substantial amount, make sure you go and look into the best, Bitcoin bounty hunters or whatever they're called, and hopefully, fingers crossed, you get your funds back. And yeah, just please be aware of any of these warning signs. And yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. If you would like more videos on NFTs, cryptocurrency, and how to really save if you would like more videos on NFTs and cryptocurrency and how to really stay safe in this market, then please leave a like on this video, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Thank you very much for watching again, and I will see you later.